ex-Formula One driver, best-selling author, and he is the original Stig from BBC's Top Gear. Perry!
Hello, Ria.
Thank you for joining us here today.
My pleasure.
Perry, tell me a little bit about yourself. You've had a wonderful career.
Well, it's been an up and down career. I had the idea of being a racing driver when I was at college, and then that put the on switch down and fused, and so I did everything possible to, well, the first thing one has to do is to try and get the initial money together to go racing. So I made that decision and then went to work on North Sea oil rigs for 2 years to get the money together, and then started motor racing and had a good bit of success in the early championships, won the British Championship. Spent some time out after a very big crash, which put me out for a year, but then I came back and still knocking on doors, making phone calls, trying to get the business, trying to get the sponsorship, which elevated me to Formula 3 with my mates Damon Hill and Johnny Herbert and Mark Blundell. And then together, we were all on a quest to become Formula 1 racing drivers. And in international motor racing, there's very much a recognised ladder of success. So our next stop was International Formula 3000. Then I went to America for a couple of years and had some success there. And then, thank goodness, I was actually chosen to go into Formula 1, and I didn't have to take sponsorship. It was a real small team. We didn't have a great time, but I fulfilled that objective of getting there. And then spent some time racing for manufacturers at Le Mans, GT World Championship. So life as a racing driver was great. Always trying to do deals to make sure that you could get up there, but then later life started getting paid terribly well, and then you can just concentrate on trying to make you better, you fitter, you faster, mentally more aware, because of these all the ingredients that you need as a race driver. And nowadays I go around the world talking about all that stuff with a few gags and stories about the past, and of course ending the career with becoming the first Stig on BBC Top Gear, and that's been a bit of an adventure because thank goodness people like Top Gear worldwide, and they seem to be intrigued by who the Stig has been, so that's great.
How has Formula One helped you in your career?
I think that the quest of being a racing driver and getting to Formula One is that it makes you look at everything you do, and that there are always gaps, and you're trying to fill those gaps because you're trying to be better. So that experience has bled over to my entire life, is that I'm very rarely satisfied with anything, you know, and so I'll probably look at this interview and say, idiot, you could have done that better, whatever, but I always try to look at thinking, how can this be better? How can this be more fun, maybe, more informative? And I'm like that with any investment I make in a business as well. So it's taught me to be unrelenting in pursuit of trying to be terribly good. Formula One is in pursuit of being excellent. It's about excellence. They are multi-million pound organisations that all they've got in their mind is win or be faster. And I think that we all have that as a legacy of our involvement, and we probably had it to begin with, that competitive spirit to turn around and say, you know, while I'm doing this, I might as well try and be the best I can be. And there's a lot of things I talk about that show people the lengths that people like me, or especially an idiot like me, goes to try and fulfill that dream.
You are a best-selling author.
Flat out, flat broke. Yeah, sadly, it encompasses my career. As you would guess, working on oil rigs, I had no money. So it was anything to just stay alive, stay afloat, and stay in the game, constantly without money. So just trying to get sponsors, get people to support, finding a way to live. So that was the flat broke thing, but it never affected the attitude of being flat out.
What motivates you to do what you do?
Well, we're only here once, so you might as well try and be fairly good at what you do. Because I guess that I hope I'm not overtly proud of things that I've done, but you know, inside, whatever I do, I rather hope people think I'm pretty good at it. I don't like wasting people's time. So, you know, I give about 50 or 60 speeches worldwide every year, and that can be, you know, hopefully just make them laugh for 30, 40 minutes, or it can be part of that, but some of the business about being a Formula One driver and the business of Formula One itself, or because of the severe ups and downs of my career, then it will be maybe some of the attitudes I have and stories I have about motivation and how to keep going against the odds. I mean, it's, you know, there were a lot of tough times, honest to God, but you know, I kind of was of the attitude saying I'm just not really keen on being beaten, to be quite honest. So And then there have been rewards that you make your own trouble by doing that, believe me. If you don't accept no for an answer, you know, it's I've failed many times in many things I've tried to succeed in doing. I've also succeeded in an awful lot of things. I guess what I don't understand in life is mediocrity. So you'll probably never find me in the middle. You'll certainly find me maybe messing up occasionally on a deal, or hopefully winning a good few more, but there won't be that bit in the middle with me. That's been my life, I suppose.
Thank you so much for your time and good luck for your future.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.